Hello everybody, welcome to another arts and crafts video. This time we're going to be making a circle accordion book, and ours is going to be a little bigger than this. This was just my sample that I made, and it's called a circle accordion book because it opens up into a little circle. For this craft, all you're going to need is a few sheets of paper, some tape, scissors, a pencil, and the string is optional. I'll show you in a little bit, but I added the string because my book kept popping out into a circle. So if you find that your book does that too, you might want to add a little bit of string to keep it closed. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are. I got all my supplies with me. I have my paper. Yours doesn't have to be different colors. The first step is you're gonna wanna fold these pages in half. Just like that. And then take your scissor and cut them. So these are the strips of paper I'm going to be using. I decided that I'm going to use the purple strip as my cover, and these 4 strips are going to be my inside pages. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to work on our cover. And this step is a little complicated, but I'm going to try and go very slow and make it as simple as possible. Just use your ruler to find the middle of your page. If you're using construction paper like me and it's 12 inches, your middle is going to be 6. But if you're using computer paper and it's 11, then your middle is going to be 5.5. So just measure that. Measure 1 on the top at 6 or 5.5, and then measure on the bottom, the middle, and then use the ruler to connect them into a straight line. So that part's good. This part is a little bit trickier because this is gonna be our spine and it has to be a little chunky. So what you can do, the easier way, is to just use your finger and put 1 mark here and 1 mark there, and then go to the top, 1 mark here and 1 mark there, and then use your ruler to connect them to make a straight line, just like we did for the spine. Or if you're a kid and you have skinny fingers, you can use your thumb, and that should give you a good 1/2 inch thick spine for your book. So that was probably the hardest part. Now you can just fold it. You could just fold it to the middle and fold it again right there. There you go. And then fold the lines that you just measured out in the middle for your spine. And you should have something that looks like that. Now we could move on to the next step. Like I said, making the cover is probably the hardest part of this whole thing. The rest is downhill from here. Now we're just gonna have to fold a lot. So for all of your inside pages, you can just fold it in half like that, and then fold in again the ends into that middle crease that you just made. So I'm gonna do this for the rest of my pages. And now that we have all our pieces, the next thing to do is put it all together. So you're gonna take your tape. You could use any kind of tape really. I'm using this decorative tape because I found it in my drawer and I forgot that I had it. And it's very nice. So just measure it a little bit less than the size of your paper, we're gonna just start attaching you can put it like this. I'll show you right now. See, so there's about half. Mine is uneven, but a little half, so you can align it like that and then smooth it over just like that and fold it in like this. Just do that for all the pages. Okay, once you reach the end, it's as easy as connecting the last page to the cover, just like the rest. Once your pages are all taped together, very carefully, bunch them all up like I'm doing here, and try your best to fold them together into the book. You can see here that I'm having a little bit of trouble doing that, so you might have to play with it to see exactly where the pages want to go. So eventually I figured it out, and now I have this cute little book that just won't stay closed, that keeps wanting to burst out. And some people like that. You can design this book so that it's a art piece that you can display it like on a shelf. I'm gonna show you how you can add a piece of string to it to keep it nice and closed like this. Remember that this is your cover, so with a pencil, or you can use a pen if your pencil isn't sharp enough, you can just try and make a little, whoa, that's not little, make a hole in your page, and you can always, if you're good with measuring, you can measure exactly where the hole is or where you want it to be and then put it exactly, but I'm fine with eyeballing it, so I'm just gonna kind of do that. And this is where you're gonna take your string. If you have like sewing thread, it might be a little too thin. Actually, I think a piece of yarn would be really great, because if you accidentally make your hole too large like I did, then if you have a thick piece of yarn, it won't go through the hole. You can just roughly measure how much string you might need. Maybe a good way to do it is to just wrap it around your book like this and always leave a little slack. Yeah, that's good. And then you're gonna cut your string in half like that, so you have two pieces. And now we're gonna thread it through. So take a piece of tape and see. There. Tape to the inside and do the same for your other side. But now you're gonna have these two strings hanging out, and you can use them to tie your book closed. So there you go. That's how you make your own accordion book. I hope you're inspired to make your own. You can use it, like I said, it could be an art piece in itself where you leave it open, or you can use it as a normal book where you can write in it, or you can make it your journal, or tell whatever kind of story you want to tell. If you're feeling good about what you made, please share pictures either through our email or on our Facebook page, because we would love to see what you guys make. And that's it. So take care, and I'll see you guys later.